Welcome back to more Persona 2 Eternal Punishment. So last time we made a start on the Nietzsche and Maru, the boat dungeon, and yeah, this time we're going to be making more progress. Our Persona's ranked up quite a bit last time, especially Succubus that Maya was using, and now yeah, she's going to be using a new Persona, Lenore. We're going to see if we can get that Thunder Baptism on them at some point, at least just work towards it. Now yeah, because we fused her though, we are full on Personas, so let's start returning them then. So we can definitely get us some of the Stein personas like Callisto here. Helios will keep around because they have a gun skill, so I kind of want to keep that around because yeah, there's a fusion spell that requires 3 gun skills, so yeah, Helios might be able to help us out with that. I'll get rid of Odysseus as well. I don't think I don't need to return any more personas because now I have the space. I'm probably not going to fuse, but yeah, there's definitely a lot of things we can get out, even like decent useful cards like Moroccan cards as well. Again, there's definitely a lot of personas not going to be using, but hey, Vala here still has, Wall of Air that might be interesting, so yeah. Again, we'll just keep it around just in case. But yeah, probably once I leave these 2 dungeons, once we're done, I probably will start, thinking about it a little bit. I may also want to start, returning some of these personas too. That's another thing to consider as well. So yeah, we're getting the max strength so I can actually return. That's what I meant. But anyway, let's make a start, shall we? I'll look at our personas too. So I've got Maya, who's going to be using Lenore here. Again, we gave her Zionga, so that should be pretty useful. Again, we can still use Thunder Bat. Yeah, not Thunder Baptism. That's what she's going to learn. Thunder Blast is what I meant. With Lala and Parvati here. And yeah, look at the magic attack stats. Apparently Maya still has more magic attack. I feel like Parvati does more damage, but it's okay. Again, I think for a lot of these enemies, some of them might go down to a Thunder Blast. That means that yeah, these 3 can't get in the Mega Blaze for the mutation, which is a bit of a shame, but that's okay. Again, sometimes that happens, sometimes it won't. So yeah. And then yeah, if Lenore does get, high up in the ranks, meaning learns from the baptism, then obviously could swap with Shaka here, who also has the youngest, so yeah, we got plans. So once again, yeah, she also has Magnara too, so if I really want to, I can also make her use, I forgot what's called. A Cracky Fang, that's what it was. Again, it changes between the 2 games, so yeah. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, Poverty again. I'll probably just get the max strength. She gets Bufudine, she has really good stats, so yeah. She'll be a nice concern for Ula to keep around, but there's also Sif too. Sif has Tarukacha and Thunderbolts, so yeah. Those can also be nice, but anyway. Katsuzu and Touch Chakra, because again, we could get the mutation skill, Photon Cannon. That can be very nice next dungeon, so I kind of want to see if I can get that. And then yeah, we got Susanoo, good physical attacks. He's about to get Ziodyne as well. He's pretty nice. And Barbatos, he's mainly just here for Earth skills, but hey, he's gonna be interesting coming. He also has the Almighty skill, which yeah, we do get from Baptism on the Nog, which will take a lot of effort, I will say, because again, we're only rank 1, we need to get higher ranks to get mutation skills, and also she does have plus 50, so yeah. And yeah, it's gonna be a lot harder. But yeah, then if we do though, we have the Almighty skill with Zanma, so yeah. So yeah, it's looking not too bad. We definitely got a good selection, probably don't need to fuse. And that's something kind of interesting about these games too. Persona 1 and 2, you don't really fuse as often. Like, yeah, you can definitely keep with a persona for a good amount of times, so yeah. So there's that. And yeah, here, yeah, I actually want Nancho to end the fusion skills. I think he does the most damage, so yeah, although it doesn't really matter who does the most damage, because yeah, unless the enemy resists magic, I'm pretty sure Thunder Blast plus Mega Blaze kills basically everything in this area, so yeah. So yeah, there we go. You see that? Yeah, damage is pretty good. But I guess there's another thing to consider too. There is some damage variation too. So again, sometimes Maya will do a lot of damage, sometimes Lara do a lot of damage at the end of fusion spells, so yeah. But anyway. So yeah, I'm trying to get back to the swing of things obviously with recording. Because yeah, I just got back from my holidays, so yeah. I didn't do too much. I mainly just played more Cold Steel 3 because I'm really enjoying playing that, so yeah. Anyway, we can swap these two around and then go. I think the Satyrs can sometimes live deep on the Blast Bag, as you see. Yeah, and even Maya, which again, maybe she does more damage, it's hard to say because of the damage variation. Again, it seems like they do similar amounts to it. Anyway. And yeah, there we go, good enough. And again, yeah, we might be able to get mutation on her or poverty. It's okay. For both of them because yeah, I don't mind using both. Obviously, Black also not gonna be even cooler, so yeah. Anyway. Again, I was on holiday, I was mainly playing Cold Steel 3 because I'm really enjoying playing that. I can talk about that a little bit because yeah, again, it's an interesting experience because I'm also, you know, chilling my playthrough as well. And yeah, again, I'm really enjoying the plot so far, more than I expected to be honest, so yeah. Yeah, let's see how well it does, I'm interested, but anyway. Again, I'm enjoying the plot more than I thought I would, to be honest, because I thought that, yeah, the plots would just, you know, peak at Azure. Because, yeah, I really like Asher's plot, to be honest, so yeah. Hey, that guy did live. So yeah, we'll go for Mega Blaze again. There's quite a bit of damage variation. And it does seem to actually affect the fact if we kill them or not, so that's kind of interesting, but anyway. So yeah, back to talking about yeah, Cold Steel Freeze. So yeah, again, I'm really enjoying playing that, and Susanoo gets the Karcher. Interesting. Again, I don't know what enemies actually use boss in this game, to be honest, but hey. I mean that just in case, that would be very nice. Anyway. So yeah, not to talk about Cold Steel Freeze. Again, like I said, I'm really enjoying the plot. I don't think I'd enjoy it as much as I actually am. But again, yeah. I mean, one reason why is Chapter 2. Chapter 2 is pretty amazing so far, so yeah. Especially for myself, so yeah. So we'll see about that. But anyway, so let's keep going. Save use from the blaster once again. It should kill these. Because again, these guys are from the last dungeon. So yeah. So we'll go for that. And yeah, again. Yeah, we do between 300 and 350. And yeah, that is definitely a big difference. Because again, it feels like the enemies around this point have around 300 and 300 a bit. So yeah, again. Because of those damage ratios, yeah, I can definitely make the difference between killing them and not killing them with the Thunder Blast, so yeah. But anyway. So yeah, back to talking about Cold Steel for a little bit. Again, like I said, again, Chapter 2, if you know what Chapter 2 is, it makes a lot of sense why I enjoy it so much, so yeah. And again, it does seem high to the rest of the plot though as well, is the thing as well. And also, you know, how the rest of the arc will go too. Because yeah, I'm really interested to see, you know, Cold Steel 4 and Reverie as well. See how the arc basically ends. Because very sure, yeah, after that's Daybreak, and that's basically an entire new arc. So yeah. So again, we'll see. I will definitely think about Cold Steel 4 at some point once I'm done with Cold Steel 3. We'll see when that happens. But anyway, we get 2 ranks, awesome. So making good progress with Linnog now. So let's keep this up. So what rank is she now? I'm gonna guess rank 4. Yep, rank 4. So now she is Straight Slash, which might not be used, but oh well. Maybe Lola wants to. But anyway. Again, though, it kind of just feels like physical attacks aren't great unless they hit a weakness, so yeah. It is what it is. But anyway. Second, like I said, yeah, I'm really enjoying myself, and also, yeah, you know, logging my playthrough too, like I am as well, it's interesting. It's definitely a very interesting experience. Because yeah, it allows you to, you know, share my thoughts while I'm playing as well. Because yeah, I think about a lot of things, especially with a very story-driven game, like the Trails games as well, so yeah. It's something I kind of wish I did in Asher, because yeah, I was thinking about so much when I was playing Asher with all the plot twists and stuff, so yeah, that's one reason why I decided to do what I did, so yeah. Then there's that. There's some other things I was thinking about too while I was on holiday too, like yeah. Again, Persona 4 was on my mind a lot, so then I decided to, you know, look into more Persona 4 stuff. And yeah, Susanoo gets 4 stats. That's nice. And we get a Muffle card. Yeah, apparently these guys can also give wavelength cards too. Let's give Sundyne, which is nice. We had the Sundyne card last time, I'm pretty sure. I think one enemy dropped it, so yeah. I can also go register that at a later point, so yeah. Again, I don't know, I don't really feel like giving all my skills like that. I don't know. I feel like it's better if, yeah, you, I mean, like, yeah, again, the spell card, or the skill card, I should be saying, it kind of just complements the moveset, I feel like. And most of the time, yeah, I kind of like to put on the opposite coverage for the fusion spell and stuff. That's kind of how I like it, but yeah. Later on, I might also think about support skills too, so I can build personas for difficult encounters, basically, so yeah. Anyway, Poverty is max strength now, so that's good. And yeah, maybe I use the Nog. Again, we'll see. Again, it's not like, you know, I need to get Thunder Baptism now. It can wait. So I'll just keep doing what we're doing again, and hope that the Mega Place is enough to, you know, in the battles, but I guess we'll see. Okay, we can go back to what we were kind of doing before, so yeah. Yes, yeah, I'm pretty sure before we were using Takshaka with the Ziongas, so yeah. I mean, let's keep going. So yeah. So what else did oh yeah, Persona 4. So yeah, again, Persona 4 has been on my lot because of the remake. I did watch one video. It basically said that yeah, it's expected to release between September 26th to September 27th. So yeah, we're still more than a year away from that, but that's okay. Again, I did predict it at the end of 2026 when I did my update video, so yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So we got the very early looking gameplay, so yeah. Now yeah, we have a choice here where we can go. So yeah, that's interesting. Another thing I should mention that's kind of interesting about this dungeon too is the fact that yeah, when we beat the boss, there's actually still more dungeon after that, so yeah, we can't fill in the map and then fight the boss, so yeah. So we'll see how that plays out. I think I'm just gonna try and explore as much as I can right now, and then we'll go fight the boss, and then we'll finish the map. I think that's gonna be my plan so far, so yeah. Hey, that guy lived. Again, like I said, yeah, those damage rolls. And we got shot there, but that's okay. And this guy is technically the stronger dude, so I guess it makes sense he survived. The other guys are the weaker dudes, so yeah. Again, doesn't mean that, yeah, there's a chance for these three to get mutations, so that's nice. So it's nice. But anyway, yeah. So there's one interesting thing, and that's Izanagi. So, the lore about Izanagi. So, hey, did we fill in this floor? Because it's going to be very annoying if I miss one, but that's what Estoma's for, so yeah. Hey, the question is, where does each of these stairs take us? That's what I need to learn right now. I think that's what I'm gonna just try to hash out right now. So here's the first floor. It leads us here on the first floor, so yeah. So that's interesting. We already made a star on the first floor. Yeah, it's the starting area basically, so yeah. I guess you can make a star on this. I think, is there maybe another stairway that leads to this section? It actually is, so yeah, I'm gonna go check it out. I think it's just a dead end, but again, I want it for the map completion, so yeah. That's kind of the annoying part. So yeah, and there you go. They didn't have the courtesy to put an item here, so yeah. And yeah, the next area also has 2 stairways as well, going downwards, so yeah, again, that's gonna be a bit annoying. But anyway, let's talk a little about Izanagi. So yeah, the interesting thing about Izanagi is, yeah, when he goes down to the underworld. Because yeah, I'm pretty sure he's trying to save Izanami, I'm pretty sure that's the person he's trying to save. And then when he leaves the underworld, after he does that, he's covered in filth on it. And this filth actually has a name, it's Kagure. Yeah, the same Kagure that's causing a lot of problems in this game, so yeah. Kind of interesting. Again, there could be some similarities between Persona 4 and Persona 2, maybe because of a certain persona that represents the Kagure I'm talking about. But yeah. Again, I think it's just kind of a light thing again. Most likely Kagure, they wanted the cool sounding phrase to describe, sin, because that's basically what the Kegri is in this game. It's basically just, sin put into physical form. And then, you saw the statue taking that, and then, it's also connected to the Joker Persona 2, so, Again, I think that's why it's easy. It's not like, that 1% Persona 4 took Persona 2 as inspiration, but then again, people say that Persona is like the reverse personas that you see in these games as well. You haven't actually seen a reverse persona in this game yet, but there will be later, so yeah. Man, it's just kind of just to think about, so yeah. And again, I did basically talk about everything about I wanted to about that Persona 4 remake again. We'll see what happens with that. But again, like I was kind of saying before, I wouldn't mind playing Golden as well, because again, I might be able to play it on the channel, and that'd be very cool. So yeah, one day. Well, we'll see. I'm about to go level up too, so yeah. I mean, more personas, but again, I think the final personas, again, I said this probably before, but yeah, in these games, you don't switch up personas as frequently. These guys' physical attacks would be better, so yeah. But again, it's better if we do it like this, because the Zionga puts them in killer range, so for our Mega Blaze, so I think that's fine. So we'll do that. This is one reason why I want from if there's like a kind of like this, where if the attacks are better, then yeah, I can use that, and that'd be cool. But anyway, so we'll just soften them up with this. Maybe get some shocks too. And then, yeah, let's move on. So, yeah, again, we'll see what happens with Persona 4. Again, like I said, that remake won't be for a while, so there's definitely plenty of time to play Golden if you haven't already, so yeah, just that. So, yeah. And yeah, it'll be fun to, learn about the characters once again, what they go through as well, so yeah. And yeah, see if there's any difference in the remake too, that's kind of interesting as well. But anyway. Let's get more agility, and let's get a little bit more vitality. So yeah, my stats aren't looking too bad though, so that's nice. She should get max SP by the end of this one, which is kind of cool, but anyway. Again, let's go on this floor, and then we'll figure out where we're going next, basically. That's going to be the idea. With this place, so yeah. Yes, again, there's so many floors, and there's so many ways to reach the different sections of floors, so yeah. Again, yeah, I don't really have much else to add when it comes to Persona 4, because again, yeah, my update basically told out everything I wanted to, so yeah. But again, I'm definitely thinking about a lot with that remake. Now being confirmed, so yeah. And it's kind of hard to not think about things in Persona 4 with that around, so yeah. Like, the main villains, characters, how they play and stuff, again, that's all been buzzing around my mind now, so yeah. Again, I do want to play at some point too. I think that's another reason why too. That's another aspect of it, so yeah. But anyway, let's keep this up. So yeah. Here's another weird thing I could talk about now, soul hackers. So yeah, one reason why this came into my head right now is the fact that it got a 3DS port to begin with. Because yeah, it's like, again, we talk about, one thing I do think about is whether Persona 1 and 2 get a re-release again. Again, technically they already did get a re-release in the PSP. But again, I don't think that's going to be it though. Because again, that was kind of just a thought, and that's basically what Soul Hackers got too, but yeah. On the 3DS, but again, it kind of just shows that, yeah, very obscure S&T games are definitely not down out forever, so yeah, considering, yeah, what happened to Soul Hackers. So that's one reason why, yeah, I do think that yeah, it's not over for Persona 1 and 2. I feel like, but we'll see. I still think it'll be a while before we get anything Persona 1 and 2 related. Like, yeah, again, port would be nice just so, more people can play them. Because again, you only really got the PSP and the PS1, so yeah. I don't think everyone has those on hand, so yeah. Because the PSP is not like a 20-year-old console, so yeah. And the PS1 kind of speaks for itself, so yeah. So we'll see what happens. And yeah, those in the back with the stronger dudes, it seemed. But anyway. At least you get the Mega Blaze off, so that's cool. Anyway. So again, yeah, Soul Hackers, yeah, I got that 3DS port. in 2013. And like I said, yeah, I feel like because of that, it means that yeah, there's a chance of Persona 1 too. Especially with, you know, Rider getting the remaster too. But to be honest, yeah, the game I want to see it get a remaster of that is not Persona 1 and 2, actually. It's Digital Devil Saga. Because again, it's kind of like, yeah, they showed that, yeah, they can make a good remaster of a PS2 S&P game. So yeah, surely Digital Devil Saga has to be a thing. So yeah. And yeah, this is the right way to go because there's a dead end with a Magdalene card. Very nice. So yeah, now we got this together again. So yeah, now we're making decent progress. That's nice to see. So yeah, again, like I said, yeah, I would love to see DDS also get the remaster like Rider did. That'd be so cool. Because again, PS2 game is not the easiest thing for everyone to have around, once again, because we're talking a 25-euro console now, basically, so yeah. That's why the Rider remaster is so cool. Hey, who knows what they'll do with DDS1. Because it's not like, you know, I feel like with DDS1, it's not like Rider 1 where it's kind of bare bones, so what they did with the remaster was, they basically updated it, add some Rider 2 mechanics in it. The gameplay's a little bit better now, so that's nice. At least that's what I got from some of the previews I watched, so yeah. Again, I'm not so sure DDS had anything like that, which I can't really remember, to be honest. I think people kind of just really like DDS one, even despite, you know, it being the first one, so yeah. I think it's just because, again, the games had some pretty good plots, to be honest, so yeah. So there's that. And yeah, if they come packaged together too, that'd be awesome, but yeah, I doubt that, to be honest, because they're both pretty long games, so yeah. But again, I'd love to see that because again, it's basically like Trails, like I mentioned before, or you know, just any game that gets a direct sequel, you know, so yeah. You definitely need to play both games to appreciate the full story, so yeah, even though yeah, DS2 does have some recaps just in case you are going in blind, so yeah. Anyway, we're on the base floor again, and it does look like I already filled in this place, so now we need to find the stairway downwards, and we've got only the one option it looks like, but I'll double check the map. Just to make sure. And yeah, it's the area to our right. So now I'm finally going to be checking out the base floor, which is also kind of annoying to be honest, but hey. Because yeah, there's some pitfall puzzles in there, which I'm not looking forward to, so yeah. And they're finally talking to us now. Do I have my notes? Fusion notes. I need to look for them. But yeah, we can talk the power now. I'm registering the wrong button. Let's see. You like that? Now, if I remember correctly, you need power for this, so yeah. Did I get my notes? The answer is no, so yeah. Let's look. Let's try to guess what it is then. Yeah, this is very annoying, but it's okay. So power needs investigation or terror scan special, so yeah, that'd be Ulala. Katsuya, Ulala, Baofu, I think. There you go. I don't need my notes, I guess. But yeah, this one's a little bit different because of this. This is just being around the bush. Watch, this is how it's done. Yeah, you got that now. Investigation of Terror, I believe, actually replaces Justices Only because now Baofu and Katsu's relationship has changed, so yeah. Anyway, Power didn't like that. I like that, so yeah. So, punch him all the time, and there you go. Again, I don't know why the relationship changing causes that to happen, but hey. It is what it is. But anyway, base of floor 2 now. And now the area looks quite different. So let's get the map back up. Again, there's some pitfalls which I'm not looking forward to, so yeah. But you can go straight up, which leads us to another area, base of floor 1. Actually, no, this is down. Green is down, the other is up. So yeah. And this area is the dead end where the pitfalls take us. So I guess we'll just split in. So yeah, again, I better not Again, I don't mind not talking to demons. Now I don't have my notes on me. I don't think I do have my notes on me, so yeah. I left them somewhere else, so yeah. Yes, again, it's the next dungeon where I need to contact, so yeah. This dungeon, yeah. I'm mainly just gonna be flying a lot because, again, I kind of want to rank up the personas, so yeah. I'm doing kind of good on cards anyway, so I think we're fine. But yeah, one thing I'm not very happy though, we're not getting shocks on these enemies. Just because yeah, they do have triple down, so yeah. And that's a pretty strong gun attack, so yeah. Then again, I guess one thing I triple down though, it's kind of ridiculous of Persona 5. Like, yeah, the fact that it always hits 3 times is pretty short. And it also attacks all enemies too, that's kind of ridiculous. But then again, House of 12 is in that game, so yeah. In fact, yeah, for some... I think sometimes it's better than the all-hitting gun attack riot gun, which is kind of crazy, but yeah. Anyway, again, like I said, there's pitfalls, and we need to actually go into the pitfalls, so yeah, I guess this is the time to start using a stone, right? Let me fall into a pitfall and do it, so yeah. But again, I kind of still want to fight, as you can kind of tell, because again, I can start, you know, I can try to get rank, and maybe that Thunder Baptism, we'll see, but anyway. Let's keep it up. So yeah, what else does this say as well? I guess another interesting thing is Soul Hackers itself. I'm talking about Soul Hackers 1 here, by the way, I should point that out, so yeah. Not Soul Hackers 2, because again, Soul Hackers 2 is kind of a weird game to be honest. Like, yeah, it's definitely one of the most lukewarm modern S&T games. That's a dang sure just, yeah, not many people seem interested in the gameplay and the plot. The gameplay is like, it's kind of just whatever, and the plot was kind of whatever as well, so yeah. The Soul Hackers 1 though is very interesting. It only has that, you know, PS1 vibe, even though it's like a Saturn game actually. At least that's how it started life as, and then obviously got the 3DS port. And yeah, that 3DS port, I'm pretty sure that, yeah, it has an English dub, and a lot of, like, voices I can recognize are in that dub, which is interesting, so yeah. Again, I felt like kind of the same way when I was watching Cena play Dex. My brother played that because, yeah, there's a lot of voices I recognize in that game's English dub too. Yes, again, that game is actually... It's more American than the other Xenoblade games, which is kind of interesting, so yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah. I think it came down to who was localizing it. I mean, that's the reason why, but anyway. But hey, it does kind of make sense with, you know, New LA and stuff. Even if you can't with the British people start talking that word, but anyway. But anyway. Yeah, again, the game's kind of interesting. Again, I don't want to say it's, like, very good, because it does have the weird mechanic that, yeah, the demons don't always listen to you. You need to get their loyalty up. And then there are just some attacks that they don't want to use. But I don't think it's the end of the world, because the thing about that game, though, is you have your main character and you have the Missa, who are under your control always. So then, yeah, they're going to be doing the most of the damage. Although, if you want the Missa to heal, I guess that's the problem, right? Because then the other demons have to pick up the slack. You have a 6-person party in that game too, so yeah. From what I could tell when I was watching some fights of that, it basically kind of just boils down to the Missa and main character do all the damage, and then the demons are there to mainly support, with like Medea's, Plus, which are actually quite strong in that game too. You know, stuff like that. They don't really do damage, so yeah. At least the boss fights. Around encounters, it might be nicer if they do damage and stuff, but yeah, again, they won't always listen to you, but again, you can obviously, you know, gear them to whatever personality type they have, or increase the loyalty, because if they're very loyal to you, then yeah, they're more likely to listen to you, so yeah. Again, it's interesting. Again, I was not sure if I want to play Soul Hackers one day, maybe. Okay, I did like Persona 1, but Persona 1 is like the oldest S&T game I played, so yeah. We'll see. But anyway, Persona can change form. There is a new Persona that probably becomes, but I'll save that for after this dungeon, once I'm done using her basically, so yeah. I believe it's Nodens. So yeah, and Nodens does have all my skills, so yeah, that's mainly what he starts using, so yeah. He's kind of interesting, maybe I'll think about using it. Anyway. There's an enemy I wouldn't mind talking to, but the question is, can I guess which order I need? And that's of course Leviathan. So Leviathan, he needs special report advice, so that's not too bad, I think. I mean, all I need is special report, and special report is Maya Netros, so yeah. So there we go. Because, you know, basically we need to make a pact with Leviathan, and then he's gonna help us out later. So yeah, let's get the pact. And yeah, pick a less Agrippa. I don't think I'll get a Agrippa. So there we go. There'll be some more demons we need, but yeah, we'll worry about them later. Yeah, Matano drink. Those I believe heal the whole party. They're kinda nice. And yeah, up here is where the pitfalls are, so yeah. But yeah, I definitely making things a lot harder by not having my dialogue notes up, but that's okay. But anyway, let's just keep that. Anyway, yeah, again, Soul Hackers, yeah, again. I guess another interesting thing too is the vibe. Again, it kind of feels like, you know, that early, you know, internet vibe. Because again, I think it did come around, you know, late 90s, around when Persona 1 came out, I'm pretty sure, so yeah. Maybe a little bit earlier, in fact, but I'm not entirely sure. That's something you look up. All I really know is that, yeah, the remake came out well, re-release, should be saying. That came out in 2013, so yeah. Anyway. Again, yeah, we're not getting too many mutations, because again, Linlock, again, it's just that, they don't have the best affinity with Maya, obviously, so yeah. But yeah, here's the pitfall. I don't need to jump into it yet, because there is something we could talk about coming up. So yeah, anyway. So we've got Zionga, yeah, this'll... Again, it sometimes just defaults the right order, which is nice, so yeah. But in these areas, yeah, the enemies are a bit stronger actually, which is interesting, so yeah. Yeah, we'll go for this. And there we go. Good stuff. Yeah, once again, no mutation, that's fine. Again, at this point, I mean, yeah, another thing I need to consider too is that, yeah, Poverty doesn't get anything now, so... The question is, does that mean I, you know, switch it up to Shaka now? That's the question. But anyway, Vandamas is doing just fine, so yeah, I'm not so sure if that's a problem or not, we'll see. Anyway, so over here is a conference room. This is like a map of the ocean floor. Where are the undersea ruins? Right around where the Monarch is standing. No time to waste, let's move. So that's our next destination, the undersea ruins. The shrine-like thing. Don't you think there's something about it? Who was inside of? Yep, if you were paying attention to the cutscenes, yeah, this is what Gozen was. Looks like they're applying something evil here. You just wait, Tatsuzou. The combination of modern technology and sorcery is where New World Order excels. Have pencil for them. My, remember that party? It's on a cruise ship just like this. A ship is a ship. I never had to go on a ship like this. Geez, still thinking about that. Even 50 parts of this playthrough basically, so yeah. Okay, now we could probably jump into the pitfalls, but I think I'm going to fill in the floor first, most of it, and then I'll put back on a stoma, and then we'll clear out or map out all this floor. That's kind of what I want to do, so yeah. As again, I really want to see if I can get Thunder Baptism at least soonish. At least, you know, I'm still working towards it. You know, we need to get Linlock into that range where it's more likely to get the mutation for it, so yeah. Again, better mutation higher ranks. That's told it to you near the beginning of the game, so yeah. So there we go. Again, yeah, Solarcus is definitely kind of a fascinating game. And again, I wasn't sure if I want to play or not because again, it does sound kind of interesting with its gameplay mechanics. But yeah, again though, I am still kind of fascinated by it. So yeah, in terms of like what I want to play next, SMT, it's interesting. But anyway, here's one of the pitfalls. And yeah, it spits you here. So I'm going to... I guess, yeah, one problem is I didn't decide to take Succubus. Succubus is kind of nice. But we have, yeah, Perry still. Perry is very similar to Succubus, so yeah. It's just that, yeah, they have a Stomach, so yeah. Which we're gonna make use of her. Alrighty, so yeah, now we can jump into the other pitfall and then, yeah, fill in this map, so yeah. I say that there's still more to this floor, but yeah, we need to come in from the other side, so yeah. Wherever that may be. So yeah, let's just keep going. So you fell into that pitfall, let's not fall to it again, obviously. There you go. And now we're gonna go over here, and then we need to pull into this one, and then we're done with this section of base floor too, so yeah. Ooh, but this is actually a different area. It has two items. Meat Patcher card and Dordona's War. You need that to fuse Ildana, so yeah. So now I don't want a Stoma. So now I'm on base of floor 3. And this is a one-way door basically, as you can see there. And now we have a stairway that leads us back up, so yeah. Well, once again, yeah, I want to try, filling in this floor, so yeah. And it's still make that a little bit easier for the time being, so yeah. And now it's gone. So back to our encounters, so yeah. So there we go. Again, oh, Orpheus, I believe. Is that an Orpheus? Yeah, Orpheus gives you strength cards when you talk to them, I'm pretty sure, which is kind of nice. It was like that in, It was like that in Innocent Sin, I'm pretty sure, yeah, they work pretty similarly in that game to this game, so yeah. So that can be nice. Again, strength cards, yeah, basically any physical attacker wants that, so yeah, it's nice they can get more of them from these guys, so yeah. And yeah, definitely will survive this, but the question is, can they tip the Mega Blaze? Normally Orpheus resists fire, so we'll see. And we might want to use Craggy Fang instead, let's find out. We do have access to that, so yeah, and yeah, that's good enough, so there you go. And yeah, again, these top lanes, yeah, these are the guys who can live up on the blast, so yeah. Anyway, Takshaka gets 2 ranks, there you go. Now I don't feel too bad about my current strategy of things, so yeah. But anyway, let's keep looking at this floor. But yeah, Lennox almost rank 6, that's not too bad, so yeah. And we can actually go downwards, from what I could tell. Do I want to do that or not is the question, so yeah. There's also 2 stairways that takes us up as well, so yeah. There's quite a lot, isn't there? So yeah. But yeah, we'll go downwards. Again, like I said, there's 3 stairways that take us upwards basically, so yeah. So we want to check out at least some of them. But anyway. And again, like I said, yeah, we can't fill in the map until we defeat the boss anyway, because of how the maps say that, so yeah, it's fine. We can just do whatever we want as long as we get all the items. But because we are mapping out the map, we're gonna get all the items, so yeah. I don't need to follow the guide instructions, which is kind of nice, so yeah. Anyway. So yeah, there we go. I guess, yeah, when I was seeing that Soul Hackers 2, it kind of made me think about the fact that, yeah, in older S&T games, yeah, you would still fuse a decent amount, but yeah, it definitely doesn't feel like as much as, Modern Persona, for example. I mean, one reason why is that, yeah, people realize that, yeah, fusion in and of itself is actually pretty fun. Especially with all the nuance they add to it in later games. Like, Sacrifice Fusion, Itama Fusion, all that cool stuff, so yeah. Over here is a Waver like Itama. And another Ramen card. And again, like I said, we don't need to talk to Leviathan right now, I'm just gonna kill him. So yeah, there's also the Rakshasa there, but he's weak to magic, so he's gonna go down very easily. To our Onslaught, so yeah. And the other is, yeah, we saw he doesn't take the fire that well, so yeah. So just going with this. Again, I think he's mainly like a physical attack in this game. I think that's the reason why, so yeah. Maybe yeah, Leviathan lived. The Orpheus didn't go, so yeah, we just Mega Blaze though. Yeah, Leviathan, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's actually weak to this. That's nice. So yeah, he uses water skills, I'm pretty sure. He looks pretty cool in this game. He looks a lot cooler than he did in Innocent, so that's a thank sure. So we go. And like I said, yeah, we don't need to talk to him right now because yeah, the thing we need him for is in the next dungeon. And he just starts appearing now, so that's kind of cool. Anyway, down there is actually a door, and that will lead us straight to... Well, as you see, that can't put on that side. Because it's red. Probably should have paid attention to that on the map, but we need to get the waypoint back to anyway, so it's fine. And if I do backtrack or end up backtracking, that's where a Stormer comes in, so yeah. Anyway, more of these dudes. And like I said, yeah, it's interesting because yeah, in this game, yeah, again, you don't need to fuse that much because again, personas get stronger with mutations, they can get stats. They can stick around for a long time if you want them to. I can't just fuse a lot anyway because it's like, yeah, I like to have different personas with different situations. I think returning items for personas is interesting, and also all the fusion spells too. It might also have something to do with the fact that, yeah, when I do play like Persona 1, I also fuse on that game, even though, yeah, again, you don't need to. So, yeah. So go for Mega Blaze again. Anyway, take some damage shots, okay? Again, yeah, it's kind of like a habit from one Persona because, yeah, when you do level up in one Persona, you probably want to fuse to keep up, especially on higher difficulties, that's another thing too. I guess, yeah, all the version maybe make you want to fuse a lot as well because, again, the game is quite hard in the PS1 version from what I've heard, so yeah. But again, at the same time though, you can obviously power up the pretty solid persona by, you know, mutating them a lot, so yeah. And this is not interesting the thing about 2 is mutations as well, because there is like a consequence of them. It's the fact that, let me make sure I'm ordering this correctly, there you go. There's one consequence, it means that the persona isn't very battle ready until you rank it up. Which again, I will admit, that is something that I think about a lot when it comes to, you know, making videos. Because again, I kind of want to show the persona ranking up naturally. I don't want to get battle ready all the time, you know. Sometimes I will do that when I'm like already doing like a grinding session and stuff, but yeah. Again, I kind of want to show, you know, the persona ranking up on screen rather than just doing it all off screen. But again, there is one thing about it though, is that yeah, personas don't start as strong as they would in Mono Persona, because in Mono Persona, even if the persona, you know, starts off, you just fuse them and stuff, let's just say. But anyway, Warfra's on support. We'll see if we can make it peak or not, so what that box? Television? You got scared, okay. So Orpheus wants everyone scolding a working woman, so that means everyone's scolding. I know that's an Andrew one, but again, what was the order of that again? Because yeah, I need to guess it now. So yeah, is it Nancho Maya? No, I don't think it was. So yeah, you can tell from, you know, that description there. Was it this, I wonder? No. Maybe Nanjo doesn't start with it. Yeah, again, I can't remember, unfortunately, so yeah. I can't remember the order without my notes, so yeah. I could also just make him Iga, it's Persuade, which is... I believe Katsuya, Maya, Belfu. So we'll do that at least. Because yeah, if he does want to talk to me again, or if I choose to get strength cards out of him. Again, I wouldn't mind getting the fortune cards out of him. Again, he's actually fortune, interesting enough. But yeah, I make sure for the next spot though, I do have my notes ready because again, I might not mind getting some fortune cards, so yeah. I got a pick list now. Probably should go rid of them, to be honest, but that's okay. Anyway, let's keep it up. Trying to fill in this very big floor. This is definitely one of the bigger ones in the dungeons, so yeah. And there's not much to it, so yeah. You're not talking to me, that's good. Then again, we'll see what happens with Linor again. Yes, again, if I do get that from the baptism, that'd be very cool. So yeah, like I keep saying. Anyway, let's keep going with this. Again, yeah, I wouldn't mind using Succubus again because you have the boss, you want to use skills once again, and yeah, of course, Succubus is Zero Fairy does 2 days, so we can obviously use Maya with that, so yeah. That guy lived, but now we get Mega Blaze, so there you go. Again, it's nice if you keep working on Touch Chakra. You get that nice photon kind, that'd be very cool, so yeah. And there we go. Anyway, I want to level 45 as well. So level 50 personas are on the table. But again, I don't think we need a fuse. We're looking very nice at personas. So yeah. Yeah, again, I really want to fuse when I'm a new level. But again, that's probably like I was kind of saying before, probably like a more modern persona habit, I guess you could say. So yeah. Yes, again. So that's what I was talking about before I got distracted again. The thing about these games is that, yeah, again, the personas, because of the ranking system, they start off weak, and they can't really do much with their lack of skills. Compared to modern persona, where because of fusion and stuff, they'll start with at least some skills, maybe even a full skill set. So, yeah. So that's one big difference. Of course, Persona 1's also like this too, unless you do, get the skill right. I mean, this game again, if you do get a good skill card, they can start playing left. That's obviously a bit different. So yeah, then just pass it down with good skill. So yeah. Just something that, again, like I said, it is something that I think about a bit because again, it's like I want to show the persona rank up, but at the same time, I don't want to struggle too much with a persona that can't fight super well. So there's that. And again, if you aren't worried about that, obviously you can rank up the persona and then fight with them. No problem with that as well. So yeah. Anyway, let's go Mega Blazer. And that's kind of something I don't mind doing, to be honest. So again, for a playthrough, I'm not so sure that's something I'd like to do. So yeah. Anyway, we'll burn him, and there we go. I'm thinking, yeah, do I use a Stoma when I'm going back up? I wonder, we'll see. Anyway, so that's that one we thought, but we need to check that out. There's again, yeah. One thing I do hear some person when you talk about this game is the random encounter rate being very high. I'm not so sure about that. Again, it is decently high, but I wouldn't say it's unbearable. And again, you do have a Stoma if you really don't want to deal with them, so yeah. And again, I don't mind flying again because again, that allows you to rank up my personas, so yeah. So I don't mind too much. And yeah, let's go Mega Blaze again. Yeah, just thinking that, yeah, maybe I want Maya to turn these student spells now. Again, you can do that in the next dungeon. Because the enemy is going to get stronger yet again, so again, Thunder Blast is probably not going to be an auto win bomb. Probably, but anyway. So yeah, let's keep going. Because yeah, we have one stairway there, and we also have another one over there too, and that leads us upwards. As you see here, then we're on base of floor 2 again, but this time we're in the other area of it. That other one just takes us to the top of, I'll use a stone, sure. I think it just leads us back to where the conference room is, so yeah. So I'll just use a stone to show that, because I think that's wiser, so yeah. Yeah, I believe, yeah, the path I'm heading towards, this is going to take us to other bosses, so yeah. And I think I'll take on the boss in this part. It might be, again, another lengthy part, but yeah, it is what it is. And yeah, next time we could start on the next dungeon, at least, so yeah. That's what we're going to do. alpha on the map, and then yeah, we can make a start on that one. So yeah, so yeah, I'll show that yeah, this should lead us back to where the conference room is. As you see there. And unfortunately, that door's not a shortcut downwards, so yeah. And I should be done on the second floor, except for that new area we found, so yeah. I'm just making sure, but again, when we're about to leave this dungeon, I don't see the map completed, then I backtrack and then use the stoma to make sure it is complete, so yeah. No problem though. And again, go the wrong way still. I'll probably put up another stoma when it runs out, so yeah. Then again, yeah, like I said, don't be afraid to use a stone. The only reason not to use a stone is if you think you need the experience or you want to obviously mutate the stone. So yeah. So that's that. We're looking very good on the money now because again, I'm pretty sure I'm finding a lot more than I did in my last playthrough. So yeah, I'm not relying on his stone as much, so yeah. I'm gonna start not using not Perry. We're gonna probably use Perry for this fight. I'm kinda sad that yeah, we're not gonna be using Sagrus, but Sagrus is weak to physical, that could be a bit painful for Maya, so yeah. Anyway. I'm done with this floor, yeah. So that's piece of floor 1, which we haven't actually done much on, according to this, so yeah. Yeah, that's because yeah, it's part of a different area, I'm pretty sure, so yeah. I think. And here's the first floor. And now we're on the second floor again. So yeah. And Tatsuzou, what does he think he's doing? Alright, let's look at the map for the second floor again. If you know I can do it correctly. So yeah, the boss is downwards. So yeah. South of us basically. Let's stamina run out, but I don't mind fighting a little bit more. You have this guy. You know how Tatsuzou Suda, right? He went that way, toward the heliport. He's gonna ban the ship and us. Undersea ruins, I think his secretary that forged ahead. So, dude's willing to go something though. That's nice. Again, like I said, this could be, again, we could get, and yeah, I need to change persona back. Again, we could see us getting Thunder Baptism here, but again, it doesn't have to happen. No, it's fine, it doesn't, so yeah. And again, yeah, I will need to change up my strategy because yeah, we have a boss, so yeah, I want to use some different personas for it, so yeah. So here we go. I think the only problem is that, yeah, I don't think we got, because on my strategy, I didn't get Zerodyne on, I didn't get Zerodyne on Susanoo, so yeah. And that's okay. We definitely don't need it to succeed in this battle, so yeah. Like I said, I think we'll take on the boss, and then next part we're gonna finish this dungeon. We're gonna finish mapping it out. That's the hope, at least. And I'm gonna hope that, yeah, basically explored everywhere that I can at the moment. Is then, yeah, then it means that finishing the dungeon should be pretty simple, so yeah. So we'll go for the Thunder Blast again. Like so. So I have those topics that I was thinking about, kind of chewing around my holiday and stuff, but interesting, so yeah. Again, I have one big topic planned for the Undersea Ruins, because yeah, we're gonna be there for a little bit, talking to demons and stuff, so yeah. So that's where I'm gonna have one big topic I'll talk about, so yeah. So there we go. And ranks looking good. That might be Zerodyne, so that would be very well timed. So let's have a little look. I think it is actually, because yeah, rank 8 you get Tarukacha, so yeah, there you go. So yeah. And that's also the IME returns for Tarukacha cards, that's kind of interesting. So once again, yeah, you fill this in. Now we got the Leviathan again and the Rakshasa actually. Not Takshaka because we have a Takshaka. Yeah, let's keep it to the same strategy here. So we're good. We basically have 0 on everyone, so I think we'll be fine for this next fight, so yeah. So we'll go for this. And you know, yeah, maybe I'll just use Linlock anyway, because it's like, I think she'll do just fine. So yeah, I mean that's the main reason why, so yeah. So we'll go for this. And we'll take out the level 5 then. Leviathan would be kinda cool even to see return, because yeah, he's... One movie I basically watched said he basically got done dirty in the series, so yeah. Anyway. Alright, let's get ready then. So, I mean, Maya's injured, probably should do something about that. And it's probably Swanee who's playing this fight, but you know, I think we're gonna be fine. I mean, nah, I'll play it smart. Let's get Perry back into the mix. We'll use Parvati again, but this time you're going to be using Tokabe, you're going to be using Susnoto, and you're going to be using Sakya. So there we go. Let's make a start. And yeah, there's that. We're at the heliport now, and yeah, there's the helicopter, obviously. Hurry. Right. Anyway, yeah, Tatsuzou continues the solo things. Tatsuzou, what you believe is wrong. Don't be manipulated by him. You fool, this world of sin and no ideals is false. Therefore must be punished. You're wrong, I'm the only one who must be punished. So pseudo. Such a pity. A great pity. In today's world, how many young people are there with your sense of purpose? Come join me. Together we could create a world without man's original sin. Fool, you don't know what you're talking about, old man. How dare you? Don't be ridiculous. Who's gonna human old man's delusions? Your crime is a serious one. I wear the penalty, punishment by death or life imprisonment. Is that so? How unfortunate.
Tatsuzou!
Alrighty. This battle is 3x1s, and they're pretty similar to the ones we fought before, so yeah. So you definitely want Thunder Blast of some kind in this battle, so yeah. So let's see, so Katsuya... Do I just go for the Z now? I think I will. So yeah, here's what I'll do. So you'll use obviously Yonga. You're going to be using Zeodine. We're not going to boost at those, any problems. So yeah, with this strategy, do I want to boost my damage first? I think I do, to be honest. So yeah, let's like some of them go first. Katsuya is obviously going to Makakaja here. On Maya, so we do a lot of damage. So I got the Zeodine. Now I want to change the order again. So now I can put Ulala here. And then yeah, the rest are going to be using Zeo as well. I think I want Baofu to use Zeodine here. I feel like that's slightly better, so yeah. Go for Thunderbolt, and we'll go for Zeodine. So let's try this. This battle, yeah, this one's a bit more tricky just because there's multiple of them. And yeah, he goes to the machine gun attack, that didn't do anything, and that one also goes to the machine gun attack. But again, they hurt. So yeah, you want to be careful. But luckily though, Makakacha. Let's go for Thunder Blast. Yeah. And while Thunderbolt is also good if you don't want to use Thunder Blast for some reason, so yeah. Anyway, pretty decent damage. Now we're gonna go for Thunder Blast again. There's only one problem with this strategy. We might do too much damage. To some degree. You'll see what I mean in a bit, but anyway. So there we go. Okay, you just machine gun, that's fine. And Maya's going first, so yeah, we're done here. So yeah. Yeah, I don't need to do anything else, so yeah. Again, I think, just in case I don't actually kill, we're going to use Tetracon on Maya. Because she's probably the most squishy person here, so yeah. And then yeah, just in case we'll have this, but yeah, I'm very sure that Maya's going to be helping this out here. So let's do this. And yeah, there we go. Now, the thing I was thinking about in that fight is they can self-destruct, so when they're low on health. Luckily though, none of them did, so there we go. So we do get some level ups, which is nice. Now we can finish this dungeon. Tatsuzou, are you hurt? Why did you come? What do you mean, why? Leave me alone. I can do this myself. Tatsuzou. Alrighty then. So yeah, let's go back to what we were using before. So Linok, Parvati, Takshaka, who's now rank 6 now, which is nice. Susanoo and Bobbitas. So there you go. And yeah, hopefully yeah, we can get that from the baptism soon. I'm sorry, Amana-kun. He's not really like that. Please forgive him. The kid pushed himself too hard. Tatsuzou escaped, but we can't just let those guys heading towards the roads go. Amana, let's look for a way to go after them. Seems painful, hard to watch. I've never seen Tatsuzou so angry. Alright then. So we'll end it here. Nice long part for my return to uploading. So yeah. Next time, yeah, we're gonna finish the Nichiren Maru, fill in the map, and then we'll make a start on the Undersea Ruins, hopefully. Because that was the boss of this dungeon. So yeah. So yeah, look forward to that, and I'll see you guys again for that.